Hello everyone. So my name is Nashwa Salsabila Ismi, and I'm going to presentate our business proposal that consists of the strategic plan for the JAPFA Corporation. And throughout this video, I will showing some slides and some diagrams to illustrate further to get a better explanation. So without further ado, let's jump into the presentation. So as the start of the presentation, I would like to give the information about JAPFA's business diplomacy or their strategic context. So JAPFA transitions from a local player into a global multinational entity, and it stands as a critical intersections in the global multinational, such as the balancing demands of food sovereignty with the necessity of operational efficiency. While all of these critical intersection, they also faces core challenges such as balancing global operational standards with local regulatory sovereignty. And on top of that, we must actively manage the global supply chain volatility, such as the unpredictable feed price fluctuations, which can interrupt the global stability. Okay, so speaking from the challenges that they faces, we must look at this diagram for further explanation about the gap implementation of that comes from the upstream and the downstream. So at the core of this is the implementation gap itself, which is explained through the first one is the external gap or the upstream one. So externally, the market is facing a massive feed cost inflation that was driven through global grain prices, and to protect this production continuity, the internal PPIC teams defensively over purchase raw materials, while the upstream excels at the feed control itself. So this heavy defensive buying triggers an internal crisis within the JAPFA itself. First, the severe houseware of overcapacity, while leaving the facilities itself burdened over around 107% of the capacity. And from the internal gap, which is the downstream challenges, the upstream bottleneck heavily impacts the downstream. So by distributing live poultry across the vast Indonesian archipelago means that dealing with complex logistic and also the demands. And because of these upstream delays, transits are is being prolonged, and by also exposing time-sensitive livestock to extreme the heat stress and also higher mortality rates, and also this leads to severe leakage. And we can also see from this diagram that it also affects the strategy and the model of diplomacy, which is supported by three theories, like the five forces, the diamond theory, and the value chain, which came to a result that I will explain after I explain the three theories. Okay, so let's start from the value chain approach first. So we can see that by using the value chain, we can map out how JAPFA controls the key inputs, especially the feed production, the breeding operations, and the day-old chick supply. And this value chain framework allows us to evaluate how a vertical integration enhance the operational efficiency and the supply chain stability, while it also helps us to identify where the risks are. Also, now moving on to the second one, the Porter's five forces. So this method helps us to assess the competitive dynamics of the Indonesia's poultry industry, which operates in oligopolistic structure. And this framework, we can examine how JAPFA's massive scale and wide distribution network create high entry barriers for new competitors. while also at the same time keeping the supplier low due to like internal vaccine and also like the feed security itself. And also last but not least, the Porter's diamond theory, and it also explains a lot about Indonesia's advantage for the JAPFA's corporation. And this diamond theory gives Indonesia gives JAPFA a strong locational advantage. Now, if we look to the factor condition, JAPFA sources over like 65% of the poultry feed locally, and they also utilize the specialized Indian river breed, which is also like perfectly adapt to the tropical climates like what's going on in around ASEAN or any other host countries one. And also on top of that, they also have the government support as a major catalyst. So like for example, like the Vietnam supports for regional expansion, and also the Singapore acts as a retail hub, and this is highlighted by partnerships like by serving premium poultry products in flights. Okay, now moving on to the one of the crucial part of the work program is started from the explanation of the framework. So we're using the integrated sustainability synergy or the ISS framework. So let's talk about the we broke it down into like 3 steps or horizons. So the first one is the short-term one. So it starts from the asset capability audit. So it will send field officers or PPL to check all of the partner farms across the country, and they will look at the biosecurity, storage silos, and the local infrastructure. And the goal is to give Jakarta headquarters a clear partner maturity index. And the second one is the medium-term plan. So this is where the bring in technology and by launching a cloud-based digital logistic dashboard. So this app will link real-time farm data like chicken weight, health, and also the harvest timing directly to the housekeeping and the cold storage facilities. And also by just doing this, the system completely automates the just-in-time delivery. And the last one is the third and also the long-term plan. So once the data is clean and traceable, we can push it into the global expansion. So we will use this low mortality supply chain data to bypass a strict import barriers in tough markets. Like for example, like in Singapore, since they have strict bypass when it comes to like import barriers. So it will gives this kind of country a more transparency to the while also proving it to the global investors that JAPFA is truly a sustainable business. Okay, after I explain the 3 pillars of framework, we're going to move on to the work plan, the main course of the work plan. So first one is the ready to transit certification. So this addresses the internal downstream gap, the ready to transit certification, because they we will upgrade the role of the field officers or PPL. So before chickens are loaded into trucks, the PPLs will use a digital checklist to verify the biosecurity, weight, and also the proper quality, proper fasting. This ensures that they are 100% healthy, and also the transit-ready poultry from partners farm to hit the road. And also the second one is the just-in-time logistic dashboards. So it solves the one of the worst bottleneck where defensive over purchasing hits the archipelago logistics, and this is deploying a real-time coordination platform that connects farm harvest schedules and directly to the processing plants. And by signing these two, they completely will have they will eliminate the waiting times for trucks and also solving the warehouse congestion. And also the third one is digital ASG reporting, as it is mentioned before, and this is transform the operational fixes into a corporate diplomacy. Instead of using like old static and yearly sheets, we are moving to a digital dashboard, and this app automatically package the real world field data. we also have a systematic roadmap which start from the first one is the preparation, start from June to August 2026 by start building like auditing value leakage points and mapping out which is the partner farms already. And the second one started from the September to December 2026, and this is the phase that builds the dashboard prototype and tests the new synchronized handover rules in a few selected areas to clean up any if there's any like bugs in the apps. And then the third one started from the January to June 2027, and this is one of the major milestones because we roll out the just-in-time logistics system across all JAPFA operational regions with a clear target by like the transit mortality rate below 2% of the industry benchmark. And the fourth one is the stabilization, started from July to December 2027, and this is we finally publish our data-driven sustainability reports and run the global investor briefings to turn our efficient supply chain into a deep stakeholder trust. Okay, now so to wrap up the work plan, let's talk about the how we actually measure success in this step. So first of all, we have the operational excellence. So we want to improve the so we're targeting to improve the FCR efficiency by dropping the average feed conversion ratio from 1.55 down to 1.48 within a year by using the digital monitoring across the partner farms, while also have the biosecurity and also the transit safety, which making sure that 100% of the fleet complies with the 3-zone standards, which will cut the highway transit from 2.1% under 1.2% with over the new rules. And also we want to boost the ESG reputation by fully aligning the data with international GRI and TCFD standards. And on top of that, we aimed for 95% grievance solution rate into the community platform to fix local transparency and build solid trust with global investors. And also, last but not least, but the target is to cut logistics and distribution costs by 8% to 10% annually, and also plus through just-in-time setup. JAPFA is gonna drive 25% reduction in the warehouse congestion and raw materials dwell times, simply by just signing the digital harvest schedule. So that will be the end of the business proposal presentation. I hope this will be an insightful presentation to JAPFA's future in business diplomacy. And that's all from me. Thank you very much.